We all love a good cup of morning brew or an afternoon pick-me-up with our favorite caffeinated beverage. But in the summer, we like them in smoothie form, and that means added sugar. Andrea Hallwegner, our dietitian, is here to get us sorted out. We don't necessarily need to go down the road of getting all of this stuff in our smoothie beverage, but we can still get a caffeine punch in a healthier way.
Yes, healthy energy, you bet. So traditionally when we think about iced cappuccinos, we think about, you know, your sugars and chocolate sauces being added, colors and things like that.
Which are fantastic, I might add, chocolate sauce
They're
and
tasty,
sugar.
but
and there's a time and a place, but there's also a healthier option.
You bet. So I've partnered with Jugo Juice so that we're really, and they've launched a new line of smoothies and healthier energy cold brew iced coffees that just have no added sugar in them. And so it's really great. What we've got in this particular one, if you wanted to make a healthier iced coffee at home, all you need to do, obviously start with some ice. You've got your cold brew coffee in there. You're going to sweeten with dates. As long as you've got a good blender, some banana in there. Put a little bit of coconut milk, almond milk, and this is fantastic. A very delicious, healthier way to do.
Can we just talk about cold brew for a moment? Cold brew is a matter of, like, you do the plunger and then you just let it sit for a while. But the caffeine content doesn't change whether it's cold or hot.
Doesn't change. It's just, in cold brew, it's just set overnight for about 12 hours.
So a little bit of a milder flavor, softer?
You bet, which is perfect for what you want in a
in a smoothie, right? And I'm like pineapple and coffee.
You bet. So for non-coffee drinkers, you could do an healthy energy beverage using matcha green tea. And so what we've got in this one here, we've got like pineapple, mango. Of course, your unsweetened frozen fruits are always great to blend with. Your fresh fruits. Throw in a little spinach or kale for extra green goodness, and blend that up. And again, you know, when we look at caffeine, sometimes people are so worried about caffeine, but we know if you keep it under about 400 milligrams a day, that's within what we consider to be a normal, healthy
and
intake.
how much would be in this?
So typically about 400 milligrams of caffeine would be about 2 to 3 cups of full-strength coffee.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, that's doable.
You know, when we're talking about, you know, a Jugo Juice-based iced cappuccino here, you're talking about 160 milligrams of caffeine.
Okay.
You're talking about 100. So just a little hint. And again, when we're using some healthy fruits and we're not throwing in all of that sugary stuff, such as some of the other brands,
you can get a bit more of a punch with this one. Does the matcha have a comparable caffeine amount in it as the coffee?
A little bit less, actually.
Okay.
So again, depending on how much you put in and how strong you brew a regular tea.
But cup to cup, they would be
a little bit less.
A little bit less. Okay. And I love the putting in the greens with it.
Oh, yes.
Because I put greens into my blender every day, and I love it. And it looks like brown sludge to people, but I just love it. And it gives me like 2 helpings of leafy greens right off the bat.
Such good antioxidants in there. And of course, matcha, we know, has such good health benefits for being cancer preventative.
Oh, everybody really talks about matcha, don't they? Okay, so you can take it upon yourself to get out your blender. You know, there's some blenders in offices too, right? Like
Absolutely.
You hear about people doing blenders in the afternoon. Stay away from the juices. Do a little bit of coconut milk. Throw in some dates for sweetness. That's a good idea. You've got your banana, and you're making your own sort of cappuccino. You're controlling the caffeine intake. But most importantly, you're controlling the sugar. And that's really when we get into some of these summer drinks. And it's cocktails as well, Andrea.
Absolutely.
It's the sugar that is the thing that you've got to watch for.
And one of the great things, and the reason I've worked with the Jugo Juice brand for so long, is that there's just no added sugar in the product. And so it's something, if you don't want to make a smoothie at home and you're on the go, it's a healthier way to go with no added sugar.
And what is it? It's called, the kale one is called, I forget what it's called, but it's my very favorite one, the kale.
The mighty kale.
The mighty kale.
The mighty kale.
I love the mighty kale. That's a real treat. I love to have the mighty kale when someone else is making it for me. Okay, so Andrea's got lots of info.
And we have this.
And we have this, but we're not sure what we're going to do with that. So we're going to social media that one out.
Okay.
We got a giveaway from Jugo, and we're going to social media that one out for you. So follow our Global Calgary Insta, Facebook, and Twitter handles, and we'll figure out how we're going to give that away. But Andrea's got great info on her website, healthstandnutrition.com. It's all about controlling what you put in and controlling the amount of sugar while still getting that caffeine punch. Thanks, Andrea, for coming in. And now I do understand. Yes, coffee and pineapple, or matcha and pineapple can go together.